Go, 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 go! I'm stuck. Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? Welcome back to another episode here in Cameltopia. That's not the name. That's a little bit ridiculous. No, we're here at the Mud Kingdom here on the Obsidian Order SMP. How you guys doing today? I'm doing all right. It's been a while since I made an episode, and that's because vasectomy reasons. Yep, it was time. No more kids. Snip, snip. It hurts. I'm in pain. It doesn't hurt that bad. Actually, I'm not a baby. That's the most toxic masculine thing you've ever heard me say. No, I'm doing all right. You know, believe it or not, it wasn't that bad. Just uncomfortable, but I really didn't want to get out of bed. So I didn't. I just laid in bed, and I was the laziest man you've ever seen. But I did have a little bit of time to make some stuff, i.e. palm trees, baby. Look at these. Look at them. So beautiful. Went through many versions, okay? I started out the tree with just the jungle wood. Didn't like it. Too bulky. So I added the fences. Didn't like it. Too weird looking. So I added the mud brick walls. It was getting there, but not necessarily there. So then I added the mud bricks, or the mud blocks, and then the pokey out bits and the bobbly bits. And then it turned out to be one of my favorite trees I've ever made. Super exciting. Big shout out to all of the Obsidian Order guys, because each and every single person gave me what I should do with the tree, and I used every single one of their advices. So this is their tree. Not necessarily mine, but I do like the final result. It's so beautiful. I also did a little bit of work. Ignore this. I did a lot of work out here. As you can see, we'll get into that here in a second. But I did a little bit of work here in the Capri Hotel by adding another room. If you guys don't remember, a couple episodes ago, I made this hotel room for anybody on the server that wants to come rest their head. I give them a little bit of a place where they can call home. For example, Sunfire lives on an oil rig. So this is the oil rig room, and it's got oil rig vibes. I don't know if I nailed it 100%, but I do like how it turned out. And he's an orange guy, so I gave him a little bit of orange. Well, off camera, I made the fourth room, the final room here on this bottom level, or this bottom hallway, and it is called the Out of This World room for Mr. Ander himself. He's got a little bit of an alien spaceship-esque kind of vibe going on in his base, where he's got the white concrete, he's got some blue lines, some orange lines, and some copper bits. I'm going to need to wax these now that I think about it. But he's got a lot of alien-esque things happening over there, so I wanted to give him a little bit of an alien-esque room, and I think this fits so beautifully. Need to add some paintings now that I'm thinking about it, too. It's a little plain Jane in here. Need to spruce it up with some paintings. But I do like how that's turning out, and I hope he likes it too. I'm super excited to see what he thinks. But yes, let me address the mess. I think it's about time. A couple episodes ago, I said I was going to sleep on this. I wasn't really going to add too much to this middle bit here. But as you can see, several buildings got put up. This black building over here in the corner, these big, large mud spires, this brick overhang, and then this terracotta ugly looking building. That all popped up out of nowhere, didn't it? It did. I'm so terribly sorry, but I wanted to get it done, and I wanted to sleep on it once again, and I think this is the design that I'm ultimately going to settle with. I'm kind of happy with it. For one, having this overhang definitely does a lot for this world, right? It gave it a little bit more verticality and something to walk through rather than to walk or like around. Like, for example, I really like what we did a couple episodes ago with this alley, but, you know, it's got open sky. It feels confined, but not as confined as a city can feel. But if you add stuff like this, for example, then you really start to feel, you know, confined and gross. At least for me. I'm claustrophobic maybe a little bit. So having that is doing a lot. Now, it's not in final form, okay? You haven't seen my final form yet. It's going to evolve. For one, this is going to have a roof. These roofs are going to change, right? There's going to be some poppy out bits, maybe some dormers and whatnot. Maybe some more details and work done into it. I'm also thinking about putting a building in the side of these spires. I don't know. But I am working on ideas and things that I can do with this, and I think this is a good foundation. Okay? I didn't want to hide it anymore, though. That's what I've been doing. I've been purposefully hiding this thing because I've been ashamed, because I'm a bad man building off camera. How dare you in a building game when you call yourself a builder, you moron. But it's there, and it's there to stay. And to show you how apologetic I actually am, right? I want you to fully understand how sorry. I am going to be building big today. A huge building, probably slightly bigger than that. I'm thinking over here in this little plot of land. I designated this plot of land a long time ago, around episode 4. Do you guys remember episode 4? Yes, the good old days. The days where pranks happened. Under blossoms, Pink's nature's gentle art. Guardians, we stand at the cherry bloom's heart. Save nature, save mud. Oh no, they changed themselves. Oh, peaceful protesting? What did I do? Oh, there's a petition? The word got out. Corgi heard that we were clearing out some land for the Kingdom of Mud. Yes, a lot of land needed to be cleared out. No, don't look over there. That's a big project. I'll show you another day. But yes, a lot of land needed to be cleared out. And how was Squid going to do this? Well, originally, he was going to do this with TNT. Corgi didn't like that. TNT taints mud, apparently, is what she said. So she said, don't use TNT. And so as a Kingdom of Mud representative, somebody who is bureaucratic and democratic and every cratic you could think of, I abided by what the people wanted and did not use TNT. But she went a step further. She wrote us a TNT petition, okay? And amongst many things that she suggested in this TNT petition, she suggested that we needed to enforce the protective regulations of mud. She also said that we needed to increase public awareness and educate the people of the kingdom that TNT contaminates mud and we should not use it. And then last but not least, she wanted us to promote sustainable practices. So to do all these things, right, that's a lot to ask of a little man like myself. To do all these things, we need a corporate building to do that business. And I designed one. I designed one, and that is what I am going to be doing today. Now, no, keep in mind, no interior has been done because I'm a lazy guy. But also, I really like the exterior of this building, and so I wanted to put a little bit more attention and love into that. So, let me just show you. Let me just show you what it looks like. Hear thee. Let it be known that I, today, Cranky Calamari, do declare that mud is to be protected at any cost. No contamination via TNT, lava, or any nasty business. I'm looking at you. Shall be conducted to mud to preserve the sanctity of the Mud Kingdom. I mispronounced sanctity, and I'm not going to go back and correct it. Put that on the record. Make sure that that's recorded. It's done! It's done! And guys, the amount of detail that I've done afterwards, after that time lapse, is immense. Look how beautiful it turned out. We did some banner work up here on the top. We did some greenery. I like to think that it's like creeping ivy. If you go into cities like San Francisco, for example, there's a lot of these on buildings, and I like the vibe. I think it looks super sick. Just every part of this. It makes me giggle. In a good way, I think. I'm not laughing at it. I'm laughing with it, because I think it knows that it's the most beautiful build here in the Mud Kingdom. But it's got this really cool vibe. I don't even know how to describe it, but I think that you guys feel it. I know you guys feel it. But we have a place where we can now do teachings, right? We could teach people about the error in their ways. Do not use TNT, right? We can go ahead and condemn that and do little speeches up here. If there's ever like a big event or something, this can be where they do it. They could play, maybe we could have a band up here one day. Ooh, I don't know. I'm kind of changing up things as we go. But it's a nice little speech area here. And then we have this nice patio here as well that we can talk out amongst the crowd. Like if people are gathering up in this little area here, I can do a speech. I don't know what the speech would be, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like a pope up here. Oh my goodness. I mean, I know it's not that elevated, but I feel like I'm about to give a really good speech, man. But the amount of subtle detail that went into this, I'm really happy with myself, to be completely honest with you. Like, we did some shading. We added some stripped spruce down here to make it look like it's a little bit darker underneath the window. And then we did a little bit of stripped jungle above hand just to make it look like, the sun is shining a little bit further on top. And we did that in various places. Like over here, for example, we did some jungle wood here, some spruce wood down below, and I think that gives it a little bit more depth. But the thing that I like the most is that we used composters. I want to start building with things that are normally not built with, right? So for example, I want to start building with furnaces and blast furnaces and things like that and make details where details aren't normally. And I think the composter is such a cool little trim or add of dark wood texture looking thing in various places. And it just makes the building itself pop. But I do think that the showstopper, the key feature of this building, is definitely the awning. Look how beautiful it is. We went with the green vibe to match the flowers and everything that's going on in the top half here, the ivy. But we went with a little bit of white terracotta, green terracotta, and mixed that in with green wool, white wool, and threw in some coral on top. And guys, I gotta say, it's beautiful. I want to do more like pops of color like this throughout the city because I think that adds just so much. The interior did not do anything. The interior is empty. But what I'm thinking we're going to do is we're going to do a nice little corporate building. We're going to have a bullpen. We're going to have office spaces. We're going to have maybe a big conference room. Maybe like a big courtroom, possibly. I don't know if I want this to be like the courtroom area. I think maybe we do need to have like an official government building to do all the suing stuff. But this is beautiful. Guys, I'm so excited with it. We did actually make an alleyway. We fit this in. The build that I have in my creative world is slightly bigger. So I did have to adjust for it to leave area for this little alleyway here, which I'm really excited about because I want to do some detail work. Behind this wall here is my super smelter. So I do want to eventually have like a big chimney that has a big plume on the top. So we're going to make this look a little bit more janky down the line. Obviously, the back hasn't been decorated either. I'm kind of more of like a like a forward-facing person. I don't decorate the back. I decorate the front first, and then we'll work on the back eventually. But for now, I think it looks super cool. Guys, this is a vibe. This is a style building that I absolutely love in this area. And the greenery just, oh, it's just so beautiful. But I think that's going to be it for me today. I hope this makes Corgi happy. I hope this abides by what she is saying that we should do. Obviously, this is step one. We're going to create like a police force to police people so that they don't use TNT on dirt and contaminate that land. But that's another episode. We start here. This is where it's all started and makes the laws and whatnot. So I'm really excited about this. What do you guys think? Because I honestly, this brings so much life to this little area, and just the spires. I love this. I love the fact that there's more spires peeking out of the top now. It's so cool. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna stop ranting and raving. I love you guys to death. Thank you for watching today's episode. If you liked it, you know what to do. Press that like button. Hit it, maybe. Click it. Press. Yeah, sure. Whatever. If you're new to the channel, subscribe too. Why not? I love you guys to death. I'll talk to you guys in the next Obsidian Order episode. Peace!